This little guy is my buddy. If you're not aware, this is DJI Spark drone, and all those drone shots that you see in my travel videos were shot using this small drone. If you have not watched those videos, I have tagged the links in the description below. You can go ahead and watch it if you are interested. I carry this guy wherever I go to take the aerial shots. It performs pretty well whenever I fly it. I made a big mistake when I bought this drone. I crashed it on the same day, the day I bought it. Like many people, when we buy the drone, we are so excited to unbox it, to fly it immediately. I did the same thing. I unboxed it, I connected it to the connector, and then I flew it at home, somewhere in the living room, and I crashed it to a wall. Fortunately, this guy survived without even a scratch. The moment I decided never to fly a drone at home because it's pretty dangerous. This thing looks very small, like a toy, but this is not a toy. This is an intense mission, and you need to practice to fly it in the proper way, so that you don't crash it or you don't cause any injury to any people around. These propellers, when they're flying, they're pretty intense. This propeller can cut through your skin. By any chance, when you're flying, if this propeller hits someone's eye, that's it. Eyeball is gone. He will go blind for his life. So be very careful, keep it away from children. Don't give it to kids to fly it. This is not a toy. I carried this little thing in my recent road trip to take drone shots as usual. We had been to Western Ghats in Karnataka. We went to Home Beach, Yana and some other beaches, to have fun. We had great time over there. Unfortunately, this guy crashed 2 times in that trip. The first crash was pretty intense, very awkward. I thought drone broke into 2 pieces. And the second crash was not that intense, but it was a pretty hard crash. We traveled all the way from Bangalore to Gokarna, and we reached Gokarna by 5:30, and we were in a hurry to rush towards the beach to see the sunset and to take some drone shots in the beach. We reached the beach. I flew this drone. I was taking whatever the shots I wanted, and all of a sudden the wind speed started to increase, and the wind was blowing from all different directions. This guy was above 50-60 feet in the air. I was taking the regular drone shot, like the drone flies away from us 100 or 120 meters, that looks cinematic. After 70 meters, I completely lost control of this drone. I knew that there was a big tree behind it. I just stopped the drone shot in my controller 30 meters away from the tree, but this guy didn't stop. Suddenly it picked up the speed, momentum, along with the wind, that it went so fast and crashed into the tree. It fell all the way from 80 feet from the tree in all different angles, all awkward angles, and it heavily landed on the ground. Fortunately, it was not a hard surface. The sand was there on the ground. It landed on the sand. I tried to fly it back. It was not flying. I thought, boss, it's gone. There was no damage in the body of this drone, but propellers were damaged. These wings were damaged, which can be replaced. I had a set of propellers and replaced it as well. You know what? It was not flying. I was literally upset, and I thought, okay, drone is gone. I have to buy a new drone. Then I noticed that the sand was stuck inside these motors. I cleared up all the sand that got stuck inside the motors, and I tried to fly it. It flew. It flew in the first attempt itself. I was literally happy. Drone survived that intense crash. That was my first crash. Why my drone crashed? What was the reason? There was no mistake from my end. It picked up the speed by itself and it crashed. This drone got automatically switched from GPS to ATI mode. ATI mode means when there is uncertain wind conditions, like if the wind is blowing in all different directions, this guy will battle against the wind to be stable in the air. But somewhere down the line, I don't know if there is a glitch in DJI app, or I'm not sure about the firmware, this will automatically get switched into ATI mode. ATI mode in the sense, even if you're controlling it, the drone will make its own decision, like it goes along with the wind direction. Like it will be floating around like this. It will not be there in one place. In ATI mode, you will have only 50% control on this drone. and the wind will be controlling the other 50%, because ATI mode is very dangerous. You can't control the drone properly. If you take it left, it will go left. If you stop it, it doesn't stop. It will keep moving towards left. And if you're taking it right, and if you stop it, it will not stop over here. It will again go to the right, and it will be hovering here and there. It will not be in the same place. So that's called ATI mode. If you notice that on your mobile screen or on your controller, that if drone automatically gets switched into ATI mode, if you see a lot of trees or obstacles around it, first thing you have to do is you have to get your drone back to the home point, shut it down, restart it, and if you're somewhere nearby to huge metal or a lot of obstacles or some sort of radiations around you, you have to get this guy out from that place and find a right place. Make sure that the drone catches the home point on the app, and then you fly it. If it is on ATI mode, just bring it back, unless you are an expert. Experts would love to fly on ATI mode because the obstacle sensors will be turned off in the drone, and they can take the shots in whichever way they want. They can fly it wherever they can. There will not be any sensors. It will go, and they crash as well. It's completely a risk to fly the drone in ATI mode unless you are an expert, as I mentioned earlier. This was my first crash in that trip. When we were coming back from the trip towards Bangalore, we were riding the bike in middle of the jungle where we saw huge trees. It was thick forest, and the water stream was right next to the road, and we were so excited to get into that place, drink that water, because we were thirsty. The water was so transparent, pure. It came straight from the jungle, from hills and all that, and we were excited to explore, to do some adventure. We went there. I made a mistake. I thought of flying the drone above the water to get a very good cinematic shot, a movement shot, along with the water stream. I got that shot, and I was very happy. When I was flying back the drone towards me to the home point, the GPS mode automatically got switched into ATI mode. I was literally scared because the water was here and the drone was over here, just right above the water. As soon as it got switched to ATI mode, the drone started to dance. It was going low, and suddenly it was going left, right. If you look at my face in that video,
it was at this moment that I knew I fucked up.
I was scared. If it goes inside the water, that's the end of the story. It was going crazy. I gave my best shot to control it, but I failed. It went towards the right side. It crashed into a branch and it fell. Fortunately, again, no much damage. A propeller broke. I had spare propellers. I replaced it. All I would like to say to those guys who are owning the drone is, just make sure your drone is on GPS mode and the compass is calibrated. If compass is not calibrated, if drone is on ATI mode, change the place, try in different place. If it is on GPS mode, fly it. If it is on ATI mode, don't fly it. Get it back to your home point. Otherwise, mark my words, you're going to crash. Unless you're an expert. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.